This video opens with an aerial view of the Student Center on the Southeastern Guide Dogs campus. The building is surrounded by palm trees. We see a volunteer waving as he drives past in a campus shuttle. Next we see a volunteer bathing a yellow lab in a grooming area on campus. We see a volunteer sitting on the floor with a black lab that jumps in the air. A volunteer gives a treat to a black lab that is walking on a treadmill. In the next scene, a volunteer soaps up a yellow lab in our on-campus grooming area, then the volunteer towel dries the dog and gives it a kiss on the nose. In the following scene, a volunteer gives an on-campus tour to a group of visitors. We see the group walking on campus. Next, a volunteer guides one of our dogs through an outdoor canine fitness routine. The dog is guided up a wood ramp and given a treat when it reached the top. Two volunteers encourage a dog as it jumps over a piece of PVC during a canine fitness exercise. We next see volunteers signing up walkathon participants in a park. We see a walkathon volunteer tie a bandana around a participating dog's neck. A volunteer is shown spending time petting one of our breeder dogs on campus. A breeder dog smiles at the camera while a volunteer and a staff member pet her. We see a breeder host outside walking a breeder dog. The dog wears a bandana with bicycles on it. A volunteer at the Puppy Academy on campus works educating 3 puppies that are playing with educational toys on the floor. A puppy snuggles with a volunteer in the puppy kindergarten on campus. A volunteer puppy educator helps puppies play with educational toys. Next we are introduced to some puppy raisers. We see a volunteer giving a treat to a puppy. And we see a volunteer couple laughing and snuggling a puppy. Another volunteer puppy raiser does a training walk with next to a boat marina with a black lab. The volunteer hugs and snuggles the black lab after the training walk. A volunteer in the campus kitchen cuts sandwiches in half. We see another volunteer handing a plate of lunch to a staff member. Next we see 2 front desk volunteers in the on-campus student center, answering the phones and responding to emails. A volunteer shuttle driver picks up a passenger on campus and drives off. Next we see a couple of volunteers washing out some of our dog kennels. We see a dog being towel dried in our on-campus grooming area. A volunteer snuggles a tiny puppy in the puppy nursery. We see a canine fitness volunteer, then a volunteer posing with a black lab and smiling at the camera. The video ends with a puppy educator volunteer holding and smiling at a yawning puppy. The puppy gives the volunteer a lick on the cheek. Words appear on screen. It's National Volunteer Day. Southeastern Guide Dogs relies on over 1,000 volunteers. They bathe and groom our dogs. Lead our campus tours. Provide fitness training to our dogs. Work hard at our walkathons. Care for our breeders. And give them loving homes. Our volunteers educate our puppies. And raise them for over a year. They serve meals for our students and staff. Greet and assist our guests. Drive our shuttles. Clean our kennels. And give countless hugs. We appreciate our volunteers. We can't do it without you. The Feel Good Friday logo appears with 3 tiny paw prints and reads, Feel Good Friday provided by Southeastern Guide Dogs.